Toastmaster. Brody is going to speak today, and his speech is part of the level 2 of the pathways, and it's the dynamic communication. His speech title today is Communication. And the purpose of his speech would be to be aware of intentional or unintentional body language, as well as expressing himself during the speech and communication. Back to you, Mr. Toastmaster.
Thanks, Mila. I think that has to be the least enigmatic introduction or speech title, so we are very clear. And this morning, I am excited to hear this speech Brody is going to give. He's going to speak about his communication style to complete another level of pathways. Brody believes that learning how to communicate is one of the most important skills we can develop, and I couldn't agree more. Fits perfectly with the theme. So I am going to turn it over to you, Brody. Take it away.
Thank you, Christian. Good morning, Toastmasters, and welcome guests. Communication is an important part of life. They say that around 95% of communication is nonverbal, and I would have to agree. However, the words we choose to use, when we choose to use them, and at what pitch or frequency we use them at is incredibly important. I recently took the Pathways survey for discovering my communication style. The survey suggests that my most dominant communication style is initiating. Initiators tend to feel enthusiastic, energetic, are sociable, and fun-loving. They also tend to be self-assured, innovative, and persuasive. On top of that, they usually listen more than they talk. Although these styles are relative and are upon a spectrum, I can definitely see a lot of those traits within myself. I recently have been reading an autobiography of Mahatma Gandhi. And Gandhi spoke about the virtues of listening, saying that a man of few words will rarely be thoughtless in his speech. Although it is within our instincts to sometimes speak thoughtlessly, to avoid moments of awkward silences, it is within the silence where we can better discern the truth from the false. The communication that I had a lower score upon was being a direct communicator. I would like to improve upon this communication style because throughout the majority of my life, I was not a direct communicator. In my teens and 20s, I felt conditioned into believing that if you did not have anything nice to say, do not say it at all. I've come to realize that this idea is quite harmful because I value honesty and authenticity above lying to somebody about the perceived truths. For it is true love to tell somebody something that may be temporarily painful and hurtful, but in the long run, they will see the statement as loving. For example, if you are friends with somebody who is constantly eating unhealthy and is largely overweight, You can lie to them and tell them that they do not look fat in their jeans. But if you tell them the truth, that maybe they need to lose a few pounds, initially it can be offensive. However, it's just the right thing to do. I'm not saying that you need to call them a vulgar name or demean them, but at the minimum, tell them the truth and encourage them for being open to improve. We must remember that balance is key within life, especially when communicating with others. Tell them the truth and encourage them for being open to improvement. And remember that being too direct can be perceived as unsensitive and egotistical and maybe enigmatic. However, if you never speak up, others may perceive you as selfish, cold, or distant. Having awareness of where you are within the spectrum is a true gift. I am very thankful to Toastmasters to opening me up and expanding my comfort zone. Remember, ask yourself, where are you on the spectrum, the wide spectrum of communication styles? Are you shy and reserved, or are you gregarious and obnoxious? Most likely you are neither, but you will probably lean to one side of the spectrum or the other. Ask yourself, how can I improve my communication style so that I can have more impact upon life? Now that I've communicated to you all my primary communication style and how I expand it, I bid you all a communicative farewell. Thank you.